when we started out renovating this kitchen, I didn't know how long it was going to take. Obviously, I was thinking tops 2 weeks, guys. It took way longer than that. But I'm happy because I finally have the kitchen that I love. So we have been using that kitchen for years. Way before Riwo, Ife, anybody was born. That's how long we've been using that kitchen. So it really was time for us to do up the kitchen and make it look nice. I'm so excited because white walls. My kitchen office is like pure white. So while we were working on this kitchen, I didn't want a white kitchen. Like, I wanted a kitchen with white walls, but I didn't want white cabinets and pure white everything. I wanted white because I wanted it to be reflective, and I wanted something really minimal. Our old kitchen, it had a lot of cabinets. I didn't want a lot of cabinets. If you guys remember me breaking up the tiles, we used to have tiles on the wall. They used to be nice, but then they ended up being horrible. I didn't like them. The cabinets were old, they were breaking off. You guys, instead of me explaining all this plenty explanation, let me show you guys what the kitchen used to look like. So anyways, now that you have seen what the kitchen used to look like, it took a lot of work, but this is the color we ended up with. It's like gray. So how did we get to gray? You go past. We started out the kitchen renovations by taking out all our old furnitures and cabinets. At this point, the cabinets were beyond repair. We could salvage some of the wood to use them in other parts of the renovations around the house, but most of them we couldn't use in the house anymore. So we broke down the cabinets, broke down all the tiles, guys. So when we started, we assumed that breaking down the tiles was going to be a breeze. Even the contractor we got to break down the tiles, we thought they were going to be able to do it in a day. Breaking down the tiles alone on the walls and on the floor ended up taking about 2 weeks because the cement they used was so strong and the tiles were so strong. Because we had to do it manually. We don't have tile machines that just break down tiles. Online, I've seen some really amazing renovation videos where they break down the tiles with these really cool machines and they're able to do it in a few minutes. We were able to also rewire. We didn't have that. So I wanted more socket outlets. I wanted more lights on the ceilings. So it was a good opportunity for us to be able to crack the ceilings. More light source and source for plugs and switches and all of that electronic jazz. After breaking down everything and getting our rewiring done, it was time to just plaster and fix our new colored tiles. We screeded all the walls and then changed the tiles on the floor to just simple minimal tiles. After working on our tiles and getting that out of the way, it was time for us to go and buy the items that we'll need. So myself and my kids ended up going to this shop to go and buy the sinks and all the other hardware that we will need.
What I'm giving you now.
I don't want this. Show me the one you use when you build your house.
I'm going to use maybe this toilet.
You don't like that gold, that one.
She said the toilet will be gold. Come and show me your toilet. Wait, you wait.
I want to show you mine. Wait.
Show me your toilet.
You can see it in the trash can.
The trash can will be what color?
Gold.
Okay, oh yeah.
And you see this two stuff?
What color?
Gold.
Okay.
Then you also see this. But I might not use this. But I'm gonna use this. Gold.
This one you want or the Louis Vuitton?
The Louis Vuitton.
Okay. See Riwo's toilet. She said when she builds her house, she's going to put a Louis Vuitton toilet. This mirror.
This is really cool. Gold!
So everything will be gold. So while we were working, one of the setbacks that we had was sometimes having to wait for things to arrive from other states. So we ended up having to use the kitchen while the kitchen wasn't ready because we didn't have any other place to be able to cook. So we had like a temporary kitchen in the kitchen that didn't have running water, guys. It was so stressful, but we made it work because it was what we wanted.
So today we are getting our new marble.
What is that? What is it? Is that?
So originally the plan was that the marble was going to come next week. So we had planned for next week, but they just called us now that the marble has arrived from Lagos. So they have to fix it immediately. We are not even ready, but we're going to put it today.
My.
And now I just want to know that
Put that on the cellotape, then you come out to the depth, you go come.
They fear to come up. We're not there.
So we're done with the kitchen. It's time to paint. So we're buying paints this morning. Came to Duloc's office to try to get screening paints for the painting. Something they told me just now. I didn't know that after 3 months, if you have not painted your screed, the screed has expired. So basically, after screening, you have to paint within 3 months. I had no idea. Well, anyways, let's go and buy paints this morning. So they're done with like fixing cabinets and everything. Today we are buying paint. Now how much? 600. The brush at 200. For the screening paint. You give that guy the receipt now. Let's say the paint they there already. You come and my laptop is still on, yeah? Anytime you come and my laptop is still on and I'm still going cover it for me. After that marble was so dirty and so dusty. It ended up making everywhere a mess, so we had to clean up. And then I put green leaf. How many people use green leaf in their homes? I put green leaf to prevent cockroaches. I've noticed that they also help to kill any other crawling insects that you might have in your wood and in your woodwork and in your kitchen. If you don't use it, guys, and you have roaches and ants lying around, you should definitely try it and let me know. So when we started, I wanted a white and brown kitchen because I felt white and brown was like a minimal color, but then I'm not a fan of like the white and brown aesthetic. Like I like it looks nice, it just wasn't practical for me, so I wanted light gray. So being that I live in Delta State, most of the markets where these things are purchased are Lagos, Abuja, and maybe Port Harcourt. So my ideal color was gray, but like a light gray, very light shade of gray, where the gray was in between this gray and white. So that was my ideal color. So I thought it looked like gray. They sent it down, and this is what I got. And when it came, guys, you know how this something comes and you don't really, at first in your mind you're like no, because when they called me and told me that they had brought the cabinet but it was dark gray, I was like no, I don't want it. But then when I came and I saw the gray, I was like yes, it's beautiful. So I'm currently loving it, but I just want to do a quick empty kitchen tour before we put anything in the kitchen. The fridge, we're still waiting. You guys know I have a dream fridge. We're still waiting for the dream fridge. So we've not put the fridge, we've not put like a lot of decor, but it's still empty. And I wanted to do a tour for you guys to see the kitchen, because we're going to start using the kitchen. Because guys, I didn't know how important having a kitchen was. We had to use the dining table as our temporary kitchen. So the gas was in the dining. There was no running water because obviously we were working on the kitchen, so there was no running water. So guys, it was so stressful. The kitchen had to be the first place while we're working on the whole house that is ready, and we can use it while we continue working on the other parts of the house. So I'm so excited, guys. Let me start with the sink. So guys, the faucet we got is black because faucets, most of our decor was black because I wanted something that matched the blackness of the kitchen. So the kitchen is very bright because we have this really huge window. Even though this is the only source of light in this place, but it's a huge source of light. So I knew that having darker cabinets will not really affect the lights of the kitchen. Like I told you, most of the things that we use here were sourced from Lagos. It's not like we order them from Lagos. We order them from the shops here, and then the shops here will order them from their suppliers in Lagos. So the marble is white. I love this marble. Nice. That's why sometimes we need to be open to new things, because you never know what you're going to like. Another of my favorites is the expeller. So the expeller we got. So we got a black expeller because everything was dark. So it's black, but it's very noisy. So I really wanted an expeller because I know you guys went shopping with me the last time when we were trying to buy cabinets, electronics. So in the end, we ended up with Polystar. I know a lot of you were advising that I get, but most of them are not readily available here in this town or in this city. And so it was very expensive to be getting everything from Lagos. Kitchen appliances are from Polystar. So Polystar oven, microwave, cooker and expeller, we wanted everything to be from the same place. I was looking at the glass one, but I'd said it from beginning that I wanted a stainless steel cooker because most of the time I have seen videos where the cooker breaks, especially the glass cookers, and I know the way I cook, like I know how many people eat out of this kitchen per day, how many times we cook per day. Sometimes I end up cooking like I'm throwing a party. So it didn't make sense for me to get like a glass cooker because I was just scared I was going to be fragile. I know some of my friends were like, Fummeee, it's not going to break. We have had ours for a long time, but I just was scared. So I wanted something stainless. So when we got a stainless cooker with polyester and then they had the expeller, I was like, let's just stick with polyester. The fridge that we want is not yet available because it was available. We went back and this is no longer available. And so we have to wait for it to be available for us to be able to get the fridge of our dreams. But I don't even mind waiting because the kitchen is so beautiful, so pretty. The top cabinets as well are just simple cabinets. So one thing that, if you notice, is in a lot of newer kitchens, but we don't have is lights. Now, even in my office, I think I have lights at the bottom and all those things. In the long run, I noticed that the lights start to shake. They get spoiled. When they get spoiled and you take it out and try to change it. I just wanted a kitchen that was going to last like the other kitchen. So I wanted something that was very practical, that was going to stand the test of time. And most of those lights, I just felt like it is in fashion now. It's not going to be in fashion in a few months. So I was like, let's not put any lights anywhere apart from the lights that we put above. So the lights, coming to the lights we put above, it took so much to be able to get these lights because I wanted one light. So they gave me the option of putting 3 small, but I didn't want like so many lights that was going to just mess with the arrangement of the kitchen. I like space, open spaces, clear open spaces. I don't like load. When there's so much going on, it usually gives me a headache. I get confused, like there's too much going on at the same time, especially with decor. That's something I noticed. So I was like, we need one light. So we got this light, a black light. It is so beautiful. The other wall, I still don't know what I want to do with it. I was thinking of putting like floating shelves, but in the end, I don't think I even want floating shelves. I actually like it the way it is. In the beginning, the whole plan was that we're going to put floating shelves, but I like the way it is simple. So I don't know. I'm actually still open to suggestions, ideas. Any ideas you have for this wall, just let me know. I was thinking of just putting a painting and just leaving it bare as it is, but I don't know, you guys. Let me know what you think and what you think we should do. So what's left for the kitchen right now? Curtains or blinds in the kitchen. We're going to get the fridge. The curtains or blind obviously will be white or grey. The fridge will be grey or black. We're thinking of putting a TV somewhere here so that while you're walking in the kitchen, you have something to watch. My kitchen is usually very busy where I'm cooking, everybody comes in, we're playing, we're laughing. That's like the vibe I like. We usually typically never use our dining table unless there are guests in the house. And I love it more now because of this kitchen island that we have. So most times now everybody's eating here. As soon as food is ready, I just serve it here and everybody eats here. We rarely use the dining table, but I'm just excited because everything is beginning to come together. The plan now is to get cabinet organizers. I really didn't want with the cabinets was I didn't want any space at the back. Our previous cabinets had space at the back, so the cabinets were built and then fitted into the kitchen. Do you understand? These cabinets were assembled here. So there's no space running at the back. I'm just excited. I feel like it's one thing to have a space and have an idea of what you want to be in the space, and then it's another thing for everything that you want to come into fruition. So I'm so excited. So the plan now is to buy kitchen organizers because I want to make my pantry look nice. I told you guys. So I want to get cabinet, I want to get pantry organizers, I want to get liners for the cupboards because you guys know the cupboards are white inside and then the outside is grey. So I want to get liners for the cupboards so that we can arrange stuff inside and just start to organize the kitchen. Most of our kitchen items and kitchen stuff are still in the dining. So once we're able to move them here, we'll be able to finish the dining and then we can start painting. Everything can be cleaned, even to the ceiling. We use the same paints where we can just clean everything and just keep getting the kitchen to look nice. But so far, loving the kitchen. I hope you guys like it.